Hey, welcome to episode of Chad's Beer Reviews, doing yet another beer that I got in my last 𝓑𝓻𝓻 crate. Another one from Phase 3 Brewing, they're out of Illinois. Proper Trollied, English style, dark mild ale. Look how light this is, only 3.9 ABV. So they actually used this exact glass in the picture, so I'm going to use my Chad's Beer Reviews Nonic pint glass, and you can see coming out of the can, it is really dark brown, like deep mahogany. It looks kind of like a stout. I know it looks black on camera. It's not. You get about thumb and a half width of foam, but it does fizzle away. Not completely. I believe pour head retention is actually pretty normal for this style. Yeah. I definitely would say, yeah, kind of, it said nutty baked bread was like the only tasting notes on the label there. And I would agree with that. To me, it's more baked bread than nutty, but yeah. Kind of smells like a brown ale, but like not as intense, you know. So like toasty bread, like actual bread crust, like on maybe like on a whole wheat bread, like a hint of chocolate, or like hint of like coffee, or like just like the roasted malt on there. These beers, despite being super dark, they're not usually as rich as a brown ale or as roasty as a stout. Like, it's called a mild for a reason. So let's see if this one is. Cheers. Yeah, it's funny how it's like both mild, but at the same time pretty darn flavorful. I haven't had mild in a long time. I did a Tuesday night beer school on it about 2 years ago. It's not like these beers of this style are easy to come by. But yeah, just off that first sip there, I'm liking it already. All right, so this one is actually kind of sweet for the style. I believe these types of beers are supposed to be like only like a little sweet. I mean, it is only 3.9%, so it's not like it could be like super rich and decadent like a Bourbon County or something like that. It's not exactly a, pastry stout or something, but I kind of compared it to a brown ale in nose and appearance. And yeah, this, I think, like, if you handed this to me blind, I probably could compare or mistake it for like an English style brown ale. I would say, like, right away, as soon as it hits my lips and tongue, like I said on the nose, like whole wheat bread crust, slightly toasty kind of flavor, or like a fresh baked bread, like if it came like right out of the oven and you sliced into it, like that kind of flavor. There is a light. They said nutty too, so yeah, I would agree. Kind of nutty, like way in the background there, and then like kind of like whatever the hops they're using have a kind of nutty or earthy kind of flavor to them. It's a real light bitterness. It's enough to notice, but like this is not exactly like a IPA or anything. I don't know. It's weird because like the first few sips there was like noticeably sweet. And I find like as the more I'm drinking it, the less sweet it's becoming, which is fine by me. It's just getting a little bit more malty and kind of like less intense. Maybe that's just like something with beer. It's just like when you drink it, you just kind of like, I don't know, it saturates your palate and you're used to it. So, although the best beers are the ones where you get something different on every single sip. Carbonation on this one, I probably put about probably like medium light, moderately light. Same thing on the body. Obviously, I mean it's only 3.9. It's like how big of a body could you have? But because it is a dark beer, it has like a slight kind of dextrinous texture to it. It's not exactly crisp and clean like a lager. What this one's really missing is like the British yeast esters. Like usually you get kind of like a little bit of like a fruitiness on it, or like even a little bit of diacetyl, which I believe is acceptable in very low quantities in the style, but I would have to double check. But before we get into the rating, I gotta plug 𝓑𝓻𝓻. This was $6 on there. Kind of expensive considering it's only 3.9, but where else are you gonna find an English style mild? So yeah, use my code. There's a QR code there. Scan that with your phone, or in the description. If you're watching this on your PC or even on your phone, just tap or click that. Takes you right to 𝓑𝓻𝓻, and that gets you $10 off your first purchase. All right, so my score for the proper Trollied. Yeah, this one's for the style. I think this is definitely one of the best American examples of the style I've had. Although you could probably count on one hand the number that I've had. So, but I do like it. It's not quite a mind blower, but I will say, like, considering that it's such a light beer, 3.9, it's got a lot going for it. But it's not blowing my mind the way actually a few other light beers that I've had this year. So, but I am going to go pretty high on this one. I'm going to give this a good 8 out of 10. Very good, I should say. 8 out of 10, B plus kind of range. All right, I'm rambling. If you watch all the way in, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for Cider Saturday. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it.
Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.